Ladies and gentlemen, live up in this biatch. It is 1 minute past 10. It's February the 26th, Tuesday. You know, it's the day after Monday. Most people know that. Not everyone. Snips. Stony wall of silence as ever. We out here, YouTube. We out here, threshold.fm. Out on the Android app. Out on the iPhone app. Out on the YouTube app. Just out getting it done. Just doing it to them. Just getting after it. Getting it together. Gaining that grain. Gonna put in that gluten. Don't know where I'm going with that one. Gonna acquire that yeast. Gonna yeet the yeast. Gonna fight the beast from the east. It's a nice day outside. Very nice. Nice yesterday. Nice the day before. Nice Saturday. Can't argue with the weather at the moment. I shan't do it. I simply will not. Good, decent, honest lobsters in the chat. Decent, honest, God-fearing folks out for a better way of life. Out for a better quality of February weather. Out for a better quality of no-deal Brexit. Out for a better quality of dangerous space debris hurtling to the planet, hurtling towards the Earth with really no care for the health and safety and the lives of the British people. Certainly no care for the will of the British people. No care for me, no care for you, no care for fucking my book from Clayton hasn't arrived yet. Jesus Christ, I paid for that in December. And then the emails came earlier in the year saying, don't worry, it's going to be a bit late, but it'll be all right. 2 weeks ago, got the email saying I've got them. All I've got to do is go to the post office. All I've got to do is package it up. There was a little description of how he was going to go about posting them. It said that he was going to package them up by hand and then take them to the post office where he would give them to someone in charge of post, the postmaster for perhaps, and that postmaster would send them out in the Royal Mail. Yeah, and then we would receive them and presumably enjoy them. Now, I don't know whether or not he's just simply not bothered or whether or not it's got lost in the post. But either way, I ain't got it. I ain't happy about it. So, because I want to make a video about it, because I just feel like it's too good to let slide. So, if I haven't got it by the end of the week, listen, if I haven't got it by the end of the week, I'm going to use the PDF that's been floating around the internet. I don't want to, because I paid 20 quid for it. And I was happy to. You know, you got to support the creators, haven't you? You got to support the heat in one's package. But I ain't impressed. You know, I think, come on, man. 2 weeks. It's not on, you know. It's bloody, what is it? What am I waiting for Twist 'em Out to come out? Eh? Am I waiting for Shake Your Body to come out? Go on, what's the deal? Am I waiting for the vinyl press of LK? Come on, what's it going to be? 6 months, a year, 2 years? Who fucking knows? Ladies and gentlemen, it's 5 minutes past 10. You're listening. Coffee and memes.
Steady job, a couple extra lobsters. That's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Sluggy, you know.
Why does nothing ever work? Look, this is... I'm having to go at Clayton for stuff not working, and then I can't even keep my own shit together. What's going on? Where are you? Where's the stinking intro? There, it's here. Why not working? Oh, it's turned itself off because it's a bastard. Because it's a sod. It's a rotter. It's a real ass lord. You know? See, there it is. Right. So we'll try that one again, shall we? Jesus Christ, you can't get staff, can you? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job, a couple extra lobsters. That's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Sluggy, you know. It's time to think about getting some ambition.
I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
The C, the O, the F, the E, the E, the M, the E, the M, the E, the S, the C, the O, the F, the E, the E, the lobsters.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes on threshold.fm. So people, Dimmy in the chat is saying, listen, you've got to realise he's working on Clayton time. I wonder if that is anything like Chico time. Frisk was saying in the chat yesterday that the thing with Chico time is it's actually a unit of measurement, like dog years. There's another one, there's Fiji time as well. That's supposed to be a thing where it's like, well, what time do you open? You know, just when we open, it's Fiji time, and it's like when we get out of bed and just get stuff together. Oh, okay, yeah, fine. So yeah, maybe he's just running on Clayton time. I don't know how. Oh, that's not stop. Jesus, I'm pained here. This is just endless pain and suffering and misery, isn't it? Now, why is that doing that? Restart hide source when close file when inactive. Yeah, hide source when playback ends. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? I mean, God, I don't know why I bother sometimes. I mean, I do it for you guys. I do it for myself, but I do not do it for the technology. The technology is an unforgiving mistress. The technology is like a girlfriend that does like loads of stuff for you, like that you could do it yourself, I guess, in a way, but she's just very good at doing it for you, and you're really sort of conditioned into that. Like you're almost sort of institutionalized by it. But then at the same time, she spits in your face and calls you a cunt on a regular basis. And I take the rough with the smooth, don't I? It's just what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Right, listen, come on, what we got? Where are we? What have we got in the news? I'm double screen now. I thought that was going to help. I've got the broadcast up on one screen. I've got the news and stuff on here. Now it's just weird. I don't really understand. I need help. I need professional help. I need where's young Jamie when you need him? I tell you that. Time Traveller from 2030 actually got predictions for 2019 correct. Could you imagine? Microsoft telling people not to use Internet Explorer. So don't worry, we don't. Anti-vaxxer news, even more ridiculous than just absolutely beggars belief. Gold-plated Lamborghini goes up in flames, and after an hour after being picked up, that's a bit of a hoot, depending on who you ask. Presumably, the geezer who had his Lamborghini gold-plated, not that much of a hoot. What else we got? Man casually walks out of hospital for a cigarette with an axe stuck in his back. I've perhaps had a conflab with Hatchet Harry. Fake Viagra flooding UK clubs. I have a Daily Mail article here reporting on the family in New Zealand that were being deported. It's written with a Daily Mail spin on it, as you might expect from such newspaper. So all of it is to be taken with a pinch of salt and just sort of mild racism, really. You know what they're like. Astronomers searching for the mysterious Planet 9 make unexpected white dwarf discovery. Don't know whether or not that's in reference to that's some sort of a double drop of planet dust and the 9 at a Warhammer event. Unsure. We'll find out later. Jasper Hamill's reporting on that one. You know it's going to be top notch. Naked man saved from fire started in a brothel. I'm a little bit late to this. This came out last week, but it is worth a look for obvious hilarity, really. There he is. He's just gone up, do a bit of dicking, and he gone up, sling. Oh, it's just for a massage. It's just massage, isn't it? Just goes to have a chat. Anyway, fire in the brothel. Fire in the Taco Bell. And so he's had to escape, and perhaps his clothes had caught fire, maybe. Don't know. I mean, he was obviously mid-massage. And he's been there. He is. He's been helped down by the firefighters there. That fireman has got his face unnervingly close to the geezer's ass, to the geezer's puckered anus. So, look, God bless our firefighters. You know, they do a sterling bloody job. They don't get enough money. They're underrated. And they got to bloody go up ladders and pull these johns out of burning brothels and get their faces unnervingly close to a grown man's anus. A grown man's anus, the sort of grown man that goes to a brothel above a chicken shop. Got to get their face really right up close against the anus. And they'll do it, you know, because they're there to help. They're there to save people. They're there to get people out of burning buildings. They don't care if it's, you know, when you have to run into a burning brothel, you don't care who you're pulling out. You just pull them out because that's your job. They're decent, honest, God-fearing folk. Let me just start my Just Giving page. What else have we got? Let's have a little shifty. Healer raids cemeteries and steals corpses' kneecaps for spiritual protection. That's a bit of fun, isn't it? Schoolboy builds working nuclear fusion reactor at home. He needs to be stopped. They need to keep tabs on him. I'd say they need to microchip him, or they need to, like as if he's not going to grow up to be a supervillain. Are you serious? Kid's built a nuclear reactor in his freaking basement. He's about 8. Look at the little twat. Jesus. I mean, I'm all for kids being smart and that, but he's clearly a danger, isn't he? Look at those cold, lifeless eyes. 14-year-old Jackson Oswald. I don't know, man. I don't trust him. I think he's part of some sort of super breeding government CIA thing. Look at it. In fact, he knows stuff. Yeah, he knows more than we do about things. Like, he knows who did 9/11. You know, he knows whether or not the Earth's flat or not. He knows whether or not Australia's real. I don't know. I feel like he could be from. Maybe he's come back from the future or something. Maybe he's not really 14. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, all right, here. Maybe in the future, when they've been fiddling around with all this, like, pumping you full of infant's blood and all of that to make you younger, maybe he's actually about 45, but he looks 14 because all the juice they've got him on, all the gear and that, all the ding-dings, the special, like, age-defying ding-dings that you can get in the future. Looks like a fresh-faced little schoolboy. So he's come back from the future, I don't know, kill Sarah Connor or something, whatever, and he's bloody gone and invented a nuclear fusion reactor in his basement. Probably wasn't looking to publicise it, but he's been rumbled by someone. He's, oh, fucking hell, I'm going to have to play this one out. Yeah, no, so I was just messing around, you know, school project, extracurricular activities, just looking for the UCAS points, to be honest. You know, I just get a few fucking UCAS points in. Built a nuclear fusion reactor, didn't I? Oh, good boy. Oh, yeah, good boy. Oh, you're going to do well. What do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I'm just looking to sort of conquer the world. I mean, I'm just sort of looking, I'd probably go work for NASA or something. Yeah, going to be an astronaut. You happy with that one? Oh, wow, yeah, so he's going to be an astronaut. Look at him go. He's built a nuclear fusion reactor. Good boy. Very good boy. Don't know. Well, I mean, we'll just get and see what he's got to say for himself, really. Take it with a pinch of salt. Hardyman reports. A schoolboy who managed to successfully build a nuclear fusion reactor at his family home is believed to have been the youngest person to do so. Yeah, no shit. Having completed the build at the age of 12, just hours before his 13th birthday. Using old parts he'd bought on eBay, Jackson Oswald, now 14, took over the spare room with his project, which didn't come cheap, as Jackson's parents spent between $8,000 and $10,000 over the course of the year on the required parts. Jackson, who hailing all the way from Memphis, Tennessee, decided to go ahead with the ambitious build after he realised he didn't want to spend all his time playing games like Fortnite. Right. Well, are you saying that if all kids stopped playing Fortnite, they'd all start building nuclear reactors? Then where would we be? Using vacuums, pumps, and chambers, he then created a machine that is capable of smashing atoms together with force, which releases fusion energy. Yeah, I'm terrified of him, to be honest. He is... look at those eyes. Da-na-na, na-na-na-na. Hey, baby. Do you want to come smash some atoms together? I'd not let him date my daughter. No way. No way. He'd have a, like, I don't know. It's like, oh, look at this. I've got this cool thing in my spare room. Get in there. Get in this chamber. Oh, would you? And a fly flies in at the same time. Before you know it, your daughter's half girl, half fly. Terrible situation. Before you know it, your daughter's Jeff Goldblum. No one needs that, do they? He told Fox, the start of the process was just learning about what other people had done with their fusion reactors. Right-o. After that, I assembled a list of parts I needed. I got those parts off of eBay, primarily, and then oftentimes the parts that I managed to scrounge off of eBay weren't exactly what I needed, so I'd have to modify them to be able to do what I needed for my project. Rather than consulting textbooks, Jackson relied mainly on trial and error. as well as an online forum for amateur physicists. He continued, after a while, it became pretty simple to realise how it all worked together. Yeah, it's easy. It's just a nuclear fusion reactor and it's fucking child's play. It's like Mousetrap or something. It's like a relatively simple jigsaw puzzle when you look at it. Just got to get all the edges out first, haven't you? Oh, look, and he even bloody says that. After a while, it became pretty simple to realise how it all worked together, but at the start, it was definitely figuring out one aspect of it, memorising what that actually meant, and then moving on to a different aspect of it. Eventually, all those pieces of the puzzle just came together to make a good project. Fucking Jackson Oswald, you are a danger to society. Jackson's dad, Chris Oswald, admitted that he had no firm understanding of what it was exactly his son was working on. Little Dexter's Lab motherfucker. He's just in there building with his parents have got no idea. I can see the BuzzFeed article now. How to know whether or not your teen is secretly building a nuclear fusion reactor in the spare room. 7 sides. Has he stopped playing Fortnite? Has he stopped listening to Nirvana? Is there no smell of weed coming from the room? I'd be much more terrified by kids building a nuclear reactor than smoking doobies and looking at Loaded magazine or something. Oh, it's got a load of vintage FHMs in there. I'd be like do you want anything from the shop? Do you want to get your porno if you want? Do you want to get you a copy of Playboy? No, I'm all right, Dad. You wouldn't be able to get me a X9 72.B vacuum pump off of eBay, would you? What's that for? It's for a project I'm working on. Expensive? It's about $200. Yeah, all right. You don't want a Playboy? No thanks, Dad. Do you want any weed? What? Ganja. Do you want any ganja? No thanks. Beers? No, just the vacuum pump. Sometimes I worry about that kid. I don't know, babe. What do you think? Oh, just look, he's staying out of trouble, isn't he? He's not going out and doing any crimes. I kind of wish he was. I'd know where I was at then. What's he building? What's he building in there? We have a right to know. Jackson's dad said he's got no fucking idea what he was doing. However, in order to ensure Jackson was working safely, he consulted experts and got them to speak to his son about the potential dangers involved. Being a parent of someone that was as driven as he was for 12 months was really impressive to see. I mean, it was everyday grinding, every day learning something different, every day failing and watching him work through all of those things. Richard Hull, a retired electronics engineer with the Research Consortium and an administrator for the website Fuser.net, verified Jackson's results. And now regards him the youngest in America and possibly the world to achieve fusion. He will almost certainly go on to achieve world domination by the time he's 17. So that's a bit fun, isn't it? God bless him. I think he's a good boy in a way. I'm terrified of him. Absolutely terrified. I'm more terrified of him than I am of No Deal Brexit. More terrified of him than his space debris. He might be able to sort out the whole space debris thing. Just fire up some fucking photon cannon or shit. Blow it out of space. Forget about it. Psh, who gives a fuck? Christ. Okay, look, got some good shoe throws locked in the chamber today. Loads of stuff. But new Constrict, Submarine, Need for Mirrors, Circuits, Nick B, Gridlock, Abix, Colt, Velocity, Faction spelt with a PH. Some Shine and Cruck. I think that'll be the last bit of that EP that we've played incessantly over the last month or so. Let's have this Circuits bit. It's called Euphoria Part 1. Lully bit of gear. Oh, the kid's got an offer for a free university place in Iran. That's probably fine, isn't it? Frisk saying he needs forcing over a lit bin. That's it. Come on, boy. Smell the fumes. That's it. Woohoo! We're going to the moon. Yeah, he could easily be powering nuclear sex robots. This is a lovely bit. Euphoria Part 1 by Circuits. That's Kadzierski and inside info for the slow of thinking.
Lobsters.
Yeah, that's really good. I really like that. It's a funny one. I don't know whether or not I'll throw footwear to it, but it's really, really good. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe there should be like the Power Gen was mentioning a couple of days ago that the maps there should be some sort of second award, weekly award for tunes that are, you know, you wouldn't necessarily throw footwear to, but really, really good. And that would, I'd be surprised to find anything that would beat that this week in this currently unknown, untitled competition. Anyway, answers on a postcard for that one. Usual address. What have we got? Oh, sweet baby Jesus, here we fucking go. Now anti-vaxxers are refusing to vaccinate dogs in case they get dog autism. Calm blue ocean. Calm blue ocean. Calm blue ocean. Oh no, the triggering's back. All right, come on, let's get into it. Rob Wah of the Metro reports. The effects of the human anti-vaccine movement are chilling, with preventable deaths from contagious illness such as measles being seen around the world. Look into the stats of it. It's not fucking cool. But a new movement mirroring the human anti-vaxxer brigade is spreading online and persuading people not to vaccinate their dogs. Look at this. Oh, this little bopper is getting shot up full of good gear. Fucking honestly, get in there. I don't want no doggy measles. I don't want to die from a preventable disease. Fuck that shit. Come on, give me the gear. You got any roids? Have you? Come on. You got any TRT? Come on, let's have a bit. Come on. Oh, and I'll have a tear up in a car park. All right. Vets in America have seen declines in the number of dogs being vaccinated as hoax articles and Facebook groups persuade the gullible that dog vaccines can cause autism or even cancer. Facebook groups such as CHC Canine Health Concern claims that vaccines are actually the largest cause of ill health in our pets today. I think that's how they speak. Other anti-vaxxer Facebook groups share stories such as new study links pet deaths and cancer to over-vaccinating by notorious hoax site Your Newswire. I mean, there are two layers to this. Okay, one being, right, can you imagine being the sort of person who's like, right, I need to bank a £1 note. And we're going to make the £1 note fake news. Brilliant. Yeah, okay. Fake news. What are people passionate about? Pets. Okay, people love their pets. Okay, so how about we drum up some fake news? We'll run with the whole anti-vaxxer thing. That's quite hot at the minute. Let's say that vaccinating dogs gives them cancer, and or we'll get clicks through the nose on that. You know what? Like, freedom of speech and everything, but I think if you're actually causing harm, physical harm, perhaps not, you know. I don't know. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Yeah, well, it's not up to me to decide, is it? Veterinary experts on both sides of the Atlantic have issued warnings that refusing to vaccinate dogs can cause serious harm, Fatherly reports. Gudrun Revetes, Senior Vice President of the British Veterinary Association, said, Howie, there's currently no reliable scientific evidence to indicate autism in dogs or a link between vaccination and autism. I wasn't aware there was such a thing as autism in dogs. Vaccinations save lives and are an important tool in keeping our pets healthy. All medications have potential side effects, but in the case of vaccines, these are rare, and the benefits of vaccination in preventing against disease far outweighs the potential for an adverse reaction. While we welcome a platform for pet owners to discuss vaccinations, we'd be concerned about the adverse impact on pet health resulting from alarm such as such a show is likely to cause amongst pet owners if it does not offer a veterinary or scientific voice for a balanced perspective on the issue. It kind of the thing with the anti-vaxxers, I feel, is a little bit like with the flat earthers. Although I feel the flat earth thing is obviously considerably less dangerous. I don't quite know what the dangers in believing the earth is flat are. Other than I think if you're prepared to believe that, you'll probably believe anything. It's just a sort of, there's been a recent upshot in kind of anti-intellectualism, like a disbelief of experts, a kind of yeah, because you can appreciate, like, you could go, yeah, well, if the Earth's spinning, why aren't I falling over all the time? If I get on a roundabout, it makes me feel sick, doesn't it? It's like, look, I can't explain apart from, gravity. I could just go about gravity, but like I can't explain the science behind it. I also can't explain the science behind Wi-Fi. Works though, doesn't it? Or anything. Like, it might as well, like, all of this technology, as far as I'm concerned, might as well be magic. Because I could find out, I could do the due diligence and find out exactly how all of these different electronic items worked and how it was all put together. I can go, oh, I understand it all now. And I can test it and I can go, yes, okay, I have tested it, and now that I can believe it to as much as you can believe anything to be true, is true. But if you go, if you put water on a ball and spin it around, all the water come off. So why not all the water fall off of the earth? Yeah, I guess. Okay, cool. But some things are, beyond your current level of understanding. Like, before you learnt how to do maths at school, you did not know how to do maths. But then you learnt and you realised that 2 + 2 = 4. Or unless you start getting postmodern about it, then it can just mean anything. But I don't know. It's strange. I mean, this is the thing. It's like, going off on a ramble now. If you struggle to understand things like this, you can. I mean, experts are often very smug. That's definitely a problem. Experts are often quite unlikable as well. Because it's like they're more unlikable than rich people in a way. Because, like, everyone could dream that they might become rich, but not everyone dreams that they might become part of the intellectual elite. So you can get hacked off by them. But basically, the intellectual elite and the experts, stop being such smug pricks and otherwise you're alienating non-experts, and then they're going to stop believing you and come up with this utter bollocks like anti-vaxxer stuff or flat earth or some other rubbish. So I'm not saying the buck stops with you, experts. I'm just saying, like, if you fucking know so much, yeah? If you're so all-knowing, so smug and all-knowing, why aren't you aware that you carry on is hacking people off, putting people's backs up? Now we've got space debris and Brexit. Kids, like, this kid, he's made the bloody fusion reactor, yeah? What are his mates who can't make fusion reactors going to think of him? It's going to be beyond them. They're like, yeah, have you seen this thing I've made in Fortnite? And, you know, he's going to... If he's too smug about it, it's not going to do him any favours. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Right, look, this is a good bit. What I need for mirrors. It's called Dummy. It's on his Royal Blood EP on Programme. Worth a gander. Anyway, that's my anti-intellectual rant over. This would be a nice one when you're 3 deep at 4 in the morning. Lily and Rob in the chat raising the flag for neurological diversity. Fresh just saying we should nick the kids doing the money. Yeah. That's Dummy by Need for Mirrors. That's a strong bet. That's a strong look. Strong look for 2019. Fake Viagra floods UK clubs and pubs after hitting the black market. All right, let's find out what's going on here. Brits are using an Indian version of Viagra after a huge influx of the drug hit the black market. Camagra gel is being sold for as little as £3 a sachet in pubs, clubs, market stalls and car boot sales across the country. Since 2013, there has been a 980% increase in the amount of fake and unlicensed erectile dysfunction medicine seized in the UK. And the government has impounded and destroyed more than 55 million quid's worth of boner pills in the last 3 years, sorry. That's a lot of boner pills. Camagra has the same active ingredient as Viagra, sildenafil, but the EU and UK have not licensed its sale, so it has not undergone the same safety tests licensed products have. One West Midlands seller told the Metro, if you buy in bulk, say 1,000 or more, then you can get them for less than 50p each. And they're always popular sellers. I sell in pubs and clubs to people that I know, and at car boot sales to people that I don't. The thing is, even most of the fake ones work as well. Right, okay. Oral jelly. Wow, Jesus. Okay. It'd be fun to slip it into other stuff, wouldn't it? Just sip it into a burger or a soup or something along those lines. He added, in the last few months, there has been a massive amount of cheap Indian Camagra for sale on the black market. Despite Viagra now being sold across the counter in pharmacies, the influx of Camagra is down to demand for British men, as 1 in 5 are estimated to suffer from erectile dysfunction. Why would you? I don't know. Why if you can just buy it over the counter now? Like, what do you think? Would you rather buy it off someone at a boot sale than over the counter, just so you don't have to look the chemist in the eye? I don't know, man. I don't know. The Medicine and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, the MHRA, seized 17 million quid's worth of the drug at British ports, letter sorting depots, or through raids at suspected dealers' homes in the year to March 2018, and the vast majority were produced in India. An MHRA spokeswoman said, "Medicines purchased outside the regulated supply chain can be risky." I just don't know if I'll be into taking black market Viagra. It just seems terrifying. What if your bell end exploded? Then where would you be? Think about it. Then where would you be? Medicines purchased outside the regulated supply chain can be risky. There's no guarantee the product will be authorised medicines, and no guarantee that it will meet the standards of quality and safety. Careful of the moody boner pills. They may contain dangerous ingredients with devastating consequences to your health and your unit. The criminals have no interest in your health and well-being. How dare you? I think there is a real streak of anti-criminal rhetoric in the mainstream media at the moment. Lad Bible were having a go at drug dealers, saying that they may not be trustworthy and honest, which is outrageous. And now the Metro are saying that criminals have no interest in your health and well-being. They just are concerned about making money. Well, you could say that Big Pharma as well, to be honest. But that's a story for another time. Yeah, the official Coffee and Memes position on this is don't buy moody boner pills. If you're going to buy boner pills, go to the chemist and get proper, decent boner pills. This shouldn't be a stigma. If you're having a little trouble and you need a little help, absolutely fine. Go and get yourself a couple of blueies. Just do a half first, be careful. Warn your missus in advance. And just be gentle with it. Just, no shame. No shame, it's your body. You take control. Take control of your own body just to explore all its many various crevices. It's a playground, it's a fun fair. It's a coconut shy. It is a roller coaster of emotion and feelings and pleasures and smells. Just really get to know yourself. Oh, God. What else we got? Well, we sort of covered naked man, really. I don't think there's much more to the story than naked man in brothel fire. Well, we'll get into it. Hartley Parkinson reports. Man wearing his birthday suit had to be rescued from a roof after a fire broke out. And they're going with suspected brothel here. This brothel brothel is in quotation marks in the headline, worth noting. Firefighters got something of an eyeful. Yeah, they literally are staring into the man's hairy, unbleached anus. Firefighters got something of an eyeful when they went to help a man who was clinging onto his final scraps of dignity after climbing through the window to escape the blaze in Northern Dun, Greater Manchester. He had been at an adult health club, Ladybirds, above Simply Delicious Takeaway. Ladybirds is described as a bijou parlour with a welcoming and discreet atmosphere. Lovely stuff. Its website states, "We are the height of class and sophistication. Our elite 5-star ladies have been hand-picked to provide quality over quantity, consistently providing a seductive and sensual massage whilst delivering pure indulgence every time." Whew! That, if ever, an assurance of quality of a, what was it they're calling it? An adult health club. For adult health. If ever there was an assurance of quality that one required for an adult health club, that is surely it. Naturally, his appearance caused something of a stir locally, with people taking pictures and videos. That is just a stress stream in real life, isn't it? God, you find yourself naked in a burning brothel, and you've got to escape out of the window, and I'm going to call it ledge. Absolute ledge. Ledge on a ledge? Come on.
Lobsters.
One such person, naturally his appearance caused something of a stir. One such person was at Mike in MCR, who said, "Sir, there was a fire knocking down shop." Oh, I can't do a Manc accent. So I'm going to do a sort of smoke your mind kind of Liam Gallagher Manchester accent. So there was a fire at the knocking shop down the road from Northern Dun yesterday. Some fucking geezer with his bumhole out climbing down a ladder, and the firefighter staring directly into his hairy, unshaven, unbleached anus. Come on, guys. You can't be out there naked on a ledge with your anus unbleached, can you? That is so embarrassing. Back in the day, our mothers would tell their daughters, make sure your underwear is always matching in case you get into an accident or something and your clothes have to be cut off. You wouldn't want to be seen with with unmatching underwear. And now fellas, all fellas know, fellas will tell their sons on their 18th birthday, son, you got to get out there and you got to bleach that thing. You don't want to end up getting caught short with your bumhole out and everyone seeing how brown it is. You got to bleach it. Oh, God, I used to make music for a living. I used to. Not anymore. Not anymore. Speak to my mum later. Oh, how's the show? What did you talk about? Ah, just this and that. Stuff that's in the news, isn't it? Stuff from the Metro. Right, yeah, any good? Just depends who you ask. Firefighter spokesman said, "We were called out at 3:09 in the afternoon on Tuesday. Sent a fire engine from Withington. Helped a man down from a shop signage using a 9-metre ladder." Poor lad hadn't even bleached his arsehole. Police spokesman said, police spokesman said, police were called shortly after 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Blah, blah. Concerns for the welfare of a man whose anus was decidedly unbleached. Taken to a hospital. Firefighters confirmed Ladybirds had already reopened for business. I don't fuck around at these adult health clubs. A little bit of fire ain't stopping us. We got to holler for that dollar. We got to yob for that lob. We got to lob that job. Oh God, incredible, absolutely incredible. Listen, guys, play another record now. Let's do it. This is Submarine. It's called IWY. Not sure what it stands for. Answers in the chat. Big old Hendo Bartendo's in the chat. He's been on the Raz all day. In a different country, obviously. He's hollering for that dollar. He's going to lob for that job. Jesus, Chode Ryder in the chat saying saying a friend of his recently had to be circumcised after a Viagra cocaine incident. Yeah, gonna want a lot more details on that, buddy. Old what's his name? That guy off Instagram, Dan Bilzerian, had a heart attack from doing pingers and Viagra at the same time. He's in hospital for like a week. Really lovely tunes today, aren't they? We've had nothing too aggressive. No neuro as such. I don't know, maybe you could consider the circuits, but I'm not going to get into a fucking subgenre argument with myself. Jesus. It's not what it's about. Nothing but lovely ones today. This is called IWY by Submarine. Really like Submarine stuff. I'm about that submarine life. Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. Right, it's been a little while, but we're going back to Florida. Oh, shit. The The Smoking Gun reports, couple had sex in rear of police squad car. Cop suspended for letting suspects get frisky in cruiser. Oh, shit.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
Too much heat.
No. February 24th. A Florida cop has been disciplined for allowing a couple under arrest to smoke, kiss, cuddle and engage in sexual activity while they were in the rear of a police cruiser, according to an internal affairs report. Naughty. In July, Officer Doug McNeil of the Fort Pierce Police Department arrested Zachary Molendick, 23, and Krista Lee, 24, for allegedly stealing jewellery and a baby toy from Walmart. Molendick was also charged with trespass since Walmart security had previously ordered him to stay away from the store. McNeil initially handcuffed Lee behind her back, but later moved her handcuffs from the rear to the front to allow her to smoke a cigarette while standing outside the patrol car. Molendick, who was using crutches, was not handcuffed by McNeil. Lee and Molendick were subsequently placed in the rear of McNeil's squad car, which the officer drove to the county jail. As recorded on the police cam, the suspects, seen above, cuddled and kissed en route to the St. Lucie County lockup. At one point, Barry White's "Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe" played on the car radio. Come on, as a bit of Barry comes on, doesn't matter the circumstances, you're going to get fresh. You can blame Barry. Blame him. He's the walrus of love. Come on. When the police vehicle arrived at the jail's Sally Port, McNeil allowed Lee and Molendick to smoke a cigarette inside the car. Molendick, whose hands were free, had a cigarette tucked behind his ear and a lighter in his pant pocket. After enjoying a smoke, the couple then engaged in sexual contact. An internal affairs report noted that due to Lee and Molendick's body posture and arm movements, it was apparent Molendick and Lee were sexually pleasuring each other with their hands. Investigators did not base that conclusion solely on footage recorded on the cruiser. During questioning by an internal affairs detective, Lee said that Molendick fingered her while she gave him a hand job. Molendick told the investigator that he got her off and she got me off. Woo-wee. Look at them. There they are. They look like they are going to an Excision gig tonight. Or maybe they're going to go and see Skrillex. Or they're not quite full bass nectar, are they? But they are. They probably went to my shows when I was playing in America. Almost certainly. They hung out and they probably requested that I play probably something by Excision. I think that seems reasonable, doesn't it? While McNeil said he saw nothing wrong with the couple kissing and cuddling in the car, he claimed not to have seen any sexual activity. A female cop who watched the arrestees while the cop car was in the Sally Port declared, "I think they're making babies in the back there," according to the police cam footage. McNeil was suspended without pay for 20 days due to his violation of multiple police policies. Oh, what are you not allowed? That's against police policy to allow fingering in the back of a car. The internal affairs report was released last week. At the same time, Molendick was being arrested from the county jail. Was being released from the county jail where he spent about 7 months following his conviction for theft and trespass. Can't do it. Theft and trespass. On February 14th, Lee was convicted of misdemeanor theft. Molendick, a convicted felon who has served prison time for felony domestic battery. I don't want him as fans anymore. Lee was pictured in the above mugshot and the below Facebook photo. In a recent Facebook post, Molendick refers to Lee as his wife, while she uses her surname on her Facebook page. 7 pages. Yeah, you never know, do you? Didn't realise he was such a menace. Don't blame the dubstep. Don't blame the Barry White. All right, blame the Barry White. Come on, why not? All right, look, last one. Play us out. Constrict. Anywhere. Another choice bit of gear. I've finally got round to making the remix kit of the Coffee and Memes intro jingle. I'll post it in the chat now. I'll post it in the Facebook group and on the Discord as well. Lily, I got remix stems for you today as well. Lily's going to have a fiddle with some of the bits off my order out of Chaos EP. Woohoo! Fucking fire! This is called Anywhere by Constrict. Ooh. Yeah, this is a fine bit. Okay, I've got some good news about the Patreon VIP list. Spoken to the app developers that are making the brand new Threshold.fm app for iPhone and Android, and we will have a page in it, a special thanks to page, and anyone who is on the VIP list from now until the app is finished, so probably the next 4 to 6 weeks, anyone that contributes contributes $10 a month or more on the Patreon joins the Horns crew, I think, and gets their name on the VIP list, you will have your name in the app as well. So there will be a special thank you to you in the app for all to see. You'll be there as a sort of, like a founding member, I guess, of the point when we took Threshold to the next fucking level. It's going to be great. It's going to be really, really good. You're going to have a beautiful archive in there. You'll be able to get notified when your favourite shows go live, notified when new shows that you like are in the archive. You can be able to share stuff, and you'll be able to, you know, download it, listen to it on there, and whenever you want, listen to it live. We should have some sort of embeddable thing for the video as well, so that'll all come up in there, and everything will all be in one nice place. There'll be a schedule in there. You can go through the schedule, see who's on there, and you can be like, oh, look, there's Joe's show, get rid of that, and then, oh, there's Rankin's show, yep, get notified for that. Fucking commies. And it's going to be absolutely banging, and then probably by the time that it's developed, I'll have thought up a whole load more new ridiculous features to get in there as well. But yeah, if you want your name in the app, get on the VIP list. Just go over to our go to patreon.com/thresholdfm or follow the link that is in the YouTube description or on the support the station part of the website, and join the ranks of the other fine members of the list: Oliver Hooper, Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthieu Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Zara Pickle, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finison, the BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, Ryan Glaser, James Parry, Dave Thompson, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squiffington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, a guy with no STDs, Justin Mercer, Ames MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphries, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Eltham, Taran Wilmore, Chad Stringer, Dark progressive psytrance is actually superior to drum and bass. And Nicholas Lawsey. Join that group of bad motherfuckers and get your name in the app on the website and shout it out at the end of every show to show you how much I fucking love you. Right, I will be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for more coffee, more memes, more lobsters, more of this wacky fucking roller coaster that I'm having the time of my life riding. And I'm so thankful for you all coming along on the ride with me, riding shotgun all the way to hell. Hoo-hoo-wee. We're gonna send this motherfucker to the apocalypse.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
I just walk in, play like the sickest sets. People just go nuts.
Lobsters.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How about that picture of Fresh with a guitar yesterday? Hey, that was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Where is he? If you haven't seen it already, I memed the living daylights out of it. I think this is just look at this meme that I made. Oh, you'll like this. It's a funny meme. Oh, I made a meme for Instagram with DJ Fresh in it. Where is he? Here he is. Look. Oh, it's Fresh playing a guitar, looking like a beautiful hippie, looking like a beautiful boy. What? Outrage! Someone called DJ_GD2000s called him a sellout. How dare you? You take that back. You take that back, you scoundrel, you menace, you rogue. Dare say such awful things about Big Daddy Fresh. Anyway, so for those listening on the podcast that can't see this, it's a picture that Fresh posted on his Instagram of him sat in the front room in a lovely old Tudor wooden beamed house. He's got a lovely cup of tea in front of him and he's playing the acoustic guitar. He's strumming out a chord and the caption is, so here's a little number I wrote a long time ago, an oldie but a goodie. It's called The Nine. I'd love to hear an acoustic rendition of The Nine by Fresh. I think that would be, that would make my life, really. You know, people are starting to comment. And that is someone, Daybreak D&B says, you are truly obsessed by it. No, sorry, mate, that's possessed by it. Lol. Big up, high ranking. PS, do you collect royalties every time you mention it? Fucking I wish. Jesus, if I got £1 for every like I got on a meme about The Nine, well, I'd have paid for the app outright by now. Easy. No problem. No fucking worries. I could close down the Patreon and I could make The Nine memes full time. Imagine that. That's the dream, isn't it? That's surely what we've got to work towards. Somehow to be able to monetize memes about The Nine. Whew, damn. I'll be the CEO of that shit. Anyway, look, I love you all. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow. I've got a whole thing about lobster porn tomorrow that I'd completely forgotten about. But we'll open with that tomorrow. It's freaking wild. Well, it got posted in the Facebook group. Apparently it's feminism. If that's feminism in 2019, the girls have won. Sorry, lads. Sorry, lads. The women have taken over. That's it. It's the patriarchy has fallen. We're now full on. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I love this planet and loathe it at the same time. It's a hell of a ride. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. I love you all. Goodbye. Oh, get this off. What's going on?